Hello and welcome to Engineering Simple. So in this video, I'll continue talking about kind of explaining when you hear a power system bus, what does it physically, what does it mean? So this is what I talked about previously. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of draw the representation, the physical representation of bus 3. So it has 4 lines connected to it. So if it's a straight bus, so if it's a straight bus, so basically you have a conductor. It could be pipe bus or some kind of conductor or strain bus. So you have one line and you would have, let me erase this. So you would have basically a disconnect switch. You have a circuit breaker, a power circuit breaker, another disconnect switch. Then the line goes to another bus substation basically. Then you have the second line, power circuit breaker, disconnect switch, and it goes to another substation, for instance. Then you have another disconnect switch, and I'll explain what these mean. So it goes to another bus substation basically. So this is circuit breaker. What it does is it can interrupt load or fault current to its rating or capability, basically whatever it's rated for. These are disconnect switches. Typically they cannot interrupt load or fault current, but they're here for visual indication. And also, if this breaker needs maintenance, you can de-energize. Basically, you can isolate this breaker here by opening this switch and this switch here. That way, the crews can safely work on this breaker here. So that's what those disconnect switches are for. That way, this bus will remain energized, so all they need to do is open this disconnect switch and open this disconnect switch. That way you interrupt flow here, power flow. That way they can work safely on this. So you can see this is a straight bus. It's less expensive than ring bus or breaker half. But the problem here, let's assume this bus here faults. Somehow there's a line to ground fault. So basically this breaker has to open or trip. This breaker has to trip. This breaker has to trip. This breaker has to trip. Basically all, and this is, think about this, this is a station, basically a substation. All this stuff is inside a fence. The dash line, basically that entire, and this here is a transmission line that goes to another substation, probably let's say 20 miles, for instance. This one is 12 miles. So basically this entire substation will be out of service for a line to ground fault on the bus. This bus here, the straight bus basically, that connects all these lines here. which is not good for reliability. Sometimes you have to put a straight bus due to cost constraints or due to space limitations. You don't have enough space to expand the substation. So it has advantages and disadvantages. From a reliability perspective, it has disadvantages. The same thing, so this is a bus fault. Also, if say like this line here has a line to ground fault, that means the breaker on this side, which means this breaker needs to open to clear the fault, and the breaker that's upstream, like somewhere here, needs to open so they can isolate this fault here. But let's assume this breaker somehow could not trip. That means this breaker will transfer the trip to this breaker, this breaker, this breaker. That means any of these breakers, if somehow they cannot trip, they're going to cause an outage to the entire station. So those are just kind of some disadvantages of a straight bus. Thank you and have a great day.